Hey y'all, welcome to Poor Decisions. Really, this is just an interlude to the rest of the video for Even in Arcadia. After recording, I was so lost in just the music and having quite a few drinks that I didn't realize it was over 2 hours. So here's the rest of the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to start off with Even in Arcadia. Oh, okay. this is me realizing I was wondering, it's been eating at me. The little snippets of sound, the sound bites that they were using for their teasers anytime a new song would come out was that first like 15, I mean it's only 10 seconds in, but it's like that first 15 seconds and hearing it and like seeing it's actually in the album. I mean I should have guessed it was from this song Even in Arcadia. But good job, guys. Great marketing too. Ooh, it's getting more distorted and offbeat. But there's like an ethereal music in the background. Ooh. Beautiful piano. Take me for a fucking ride, brother.
Come now, swing wide those gates. 'Cause I have paid my penance kindly, waiting time for judgment day. Somehow I knew my fate. Turns out the gods we thought were dying were just sharpening their blades. Have you been waiting long?
Sounds like bro's ready to throw hands a little bit.
For me, I am the final dawn. I am the flood. What was missing from those scriptures will be written in my blood.
He's got some beef. This dude, he said, "Oh, I love this. I love this." He said, "Open up those gates. I've paid my dues, and now is the time for shit to happen." He's like, "I'm gonna pay him. This shit's gonna be written in blood." I love it. Okay. He's not just sitting in wallow, you know, like these other songs he's expressing his feelings, but no. He's got some shit to say. Nah. Let's play it back.
What was missing from those scriptures will be written in my blood. Deep down into the mud. What good is all this talk of wings when there is nothing left above?
Okay.
Have you been waiting long for for me. Have you been waiting long for me?
The anger. The anger. Yes. Sleep is still here. Sleep is still haunting him. He can't get away. I got it. I love it. I love it. I love violins. I used to play the violin. Or is it the devil's fiddle? I mean, it's not a fiddle, sounds not bluegrassy, but still. Ooh. Ooh. Got some. They didn't have that in the other videos.
Granny, you is silk like a spider. Roll or die, you bet I'm a rider. You're out of shell, you're a secret insider. I wanna be a provider. Your guiding hand, your final decider. That bit of fury of fire, stoke your desire. Just let me know that you're mine. I wanna be a provider. I wanna be a provider.
Bro's trying to make some baby making rock music, dude. He's trying to provide something. What's up, buddy? My dog has joined the video. What this sounds like to me, like this almost belong. I've not seen the movies, but the song track I've heard a couple of songs from. But it belongs like in a 50 Shades of Grey video or movie soundtrack. That's what that is what I'm hearing when I'm hearing this song. The only good girl in this side of the moon. You're the only game that I like to lose, though. But I'm kind of confused because he's saying that she has been hitting up his phone, so hard that he found his phone breathing through the ICU. But yet, this is only game that I like to lose. What do you lose? How like I don't see how you're losing in this situation unless it's a toxicity. I don't know. There's something in the end.
Your fingers exchanging the yes in silence with something unsaid.
I gotta say, I think that was intentional right there, where our bodies converse like old friends, and then it just hangs there, and it says exchanging the years in silent. Like let's see if we can get back to that, because like there's that. I know that's intentional. There's everything they do is intentional.
Old friends, bodies converse like old friends, exchanging the yes in silence.
Has to be. That's good. Just a little thing. Just little things.
Surely we know the difference.
Oh. I'm sorry. No. I got what a breakdown. There was so much going on there. Like, where does that start? I don't know. I got lost in the sound for a second there. But like let's see. There we go. That little and burn right into it. The little Two's cymbal plays while hitting the I know that cymbals are like an integral part of the drums, but I don't know what I like more about Two's drum play is whether I like the cymbals more than the actual like percussion drums part. But like, or is it the fact that like it's so seamless together? Because I just don't know how he's like a wizard across the kit. Like he's like in everywhere at the same time all the time. I don't understand how he does it. And it's just like there's so many sounds that he's experimenting and playing with in all of the songs. You have a gift. You have a gift.
Garnet you with silk like a spider. Roll or die, you bet I'm a rider. Your outer shell, your secret inside it. and your fingers focus on my skyline. Go away now, this time.
You know, I'm gonna run that back still, but like the simple decision making on a word, rather than saying like, and your fingers dance across my skin, foxtrot. It's a dance, but it adds so much more like just mental imagery that's just like it's so simple. It's very very simple and slight, but it does so much. And like how like it's a very like I don't know. I feel like it adds way more sensuality to the imagery as well, of like why it's dragging him back and how he's like being drawn back in. It's like, I'm gonna give you whatever you want, whatever you need, and I'm gonna do it this time. I think it's the simple the simple lyrics, right? And it's just like he's back to begging again. And right there, the final words in the chorus, even in the daylight, I can give you what you want. And it's just saying that all of this is in his dreams. But I mean, realistically, like this is a very like it's in a way a double entendre. Is it's like talking about sex, but also like I can give you more than just sex, but also he's talking about how like there's more beyond just this dream of everything, that there's more that he can just give. And that's just the perpetual message across the music, I guess. This is good. I should have eased up into this bourbon, because it's good, but damn, it got a punch. It's punching me like the lyrics of this album. And that's the damn truth. I'm just gonna infinitely pour this bottle into my glass.
I've been waking up under blades, blue blossom days. If only Damocles would hit me back. No alabaster carvings or faces on a farthing would prevent my head from falling.
I still don't know what a farthing is. I could Google it. Google's easy. Google's free. But it sounds like just such a British word to use.
Into black, and it feels like falling into the sea from outer space in seconds to me. And I play discordant days on repeat until they look like harmony. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see
the pianos, the piano play. I'm gonna pull it back a second, where it's just like it's a little bit gentle, and then he just no, we're just gonna. I just imagine him just sitting there like, I know he's probably just chilling, just like this, right? Just doing the little bit, but I just feel like he's just jamming into it. That's just kind of like how the imagery in my head is.
Like harmony. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on.
I think that's just good mixing that makes that together.
What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be
I love that. Just that, like, very sad few notes. It's just, I think that's like early mid 90s kind of like sad grungy kind of style. That's just what clicks back to my head, you know. That's the sound that I'm hearing in my head, you know, but I love that. It's like it almost belongs in like a 90s movie, like rom-com, sad part.
These chords are boring, but I can always be killing the game.
But you are, brother.
No golden grand pianos or voices from the shadows will do anything but feel the same. And it feels like falling into the deep from somewhere way up over the peaks. And I play discordant days on repeat until the tape runs out on me. When the river runs dry, the curtain is cold. How will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten. Nobody told me I'd be begging for relief when what is silent to you feels like it's screaming to me. Well, nobody told me I'd get tired of myself when it all looks like heaven, but it feels like hell. When the river
Is he sick of his own shit? Is that like, I'm so tired. No one told me that I'd be tired of myself. When all, you know, like, I feel that sometimes, man. Like, sometimes, you know you're making bad decisions, and you still keep doing it, even though you know it's wrong. And you're just so sick and tired of being your own worst enemy, you know? Like, I feel that. I think we all do.
runs dry and the curtain is cold. How will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall?
I think we all do. I think we all know you got a problem. Maybe it's just that going back to a couple songs where he doesn't feel like anybody can relate or understand. But I really feel like it's in the reverse, because a lot of your songs that Sleep Token has made, I didn't really hear it. Now I think that's like a little bar. Like, I didn't understand completely because like I was a side. I don't want to say like a sideshow fan. Um, but I wasn't uh, as obsessed as I am now um, with all of their songs because I didn't understand at first until you go through it. But I think that everyone that is a really, really, really real big fan of Sleep Token, they know. So, I mean, I can't, I'm not dealing with what you're dealing with right now with all the fame and the glory, but I mean, we're all human. We all going through some similar shit.
What if the diamond days are all gone and we will not be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten.
I love this part. Those low notes and the drums. I just love to. So good. You know, I really feel this is like just an anecdote. I really feel that like the guitars are just an accessory, whereas in other bands, sometimes guitars just take a little bit of the forefront, you know, and like I know some bands where like I know the guitarist's name. I don't really pay attention to the singers, you know, like um or you get like and that's great. I love instrumentals. I really 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 do. And there's plenty of people I listen to just to play like guitar or insert other instruments like violin, but um in this like there's some good guitar play and like especially like with like the bass, but the the piano, the drums, the lyricism really are the showcase of everything. And like I don't really feel like drummers get the prioritization in songs, even though I know like Two has said that he really kind of like lets Vessels like sing and like make his parts and then he fills in. But and I don't know if that's just because of his mastery or not of adding like his own character that where it's like building onto the song but not being drowned out by the song either, because I feel like a lot of times like drums keep the beat, they keep the rhythm, they keep the song going in a general direction, but a lot of times like it just kind of gets drowned out for me at least, where Two has a way of supplementing the song and standing out at the same time. I don't know, it's just and the piano too, like the piano work or even just like the keyboard in general, because it's not always just the piano. Britpop bangers. Nah, not today. Maybe later I'll listen to some Oasis. Guess main. Ooh. That is creepy.
I wanted you to know I've learned to live without it. And even though it's cold and now I no longer feel surrounded, and you never listen to me, and that's the thing I tell the others. You were my Harlequin bride, I was your undercover lover, but no, you never saw me naked.
What? What? I we got some Kings of Leon going over here. I was I like being left speechless. I like I'm I'm running that all the way back to the beginning. One of the things that I want to say as I'm like looking over the lyrics for this song, he's like talking about like this love he's never receiving that he's clearly giving, and that someone that like really didn't want to actually like be there with them. And it's almost like the undercover lover, the emotional validation, someone who kind of like strings you along where like you're actually invested in them, but like you're just there to give that emotional validation. But like I know he's saying you never saw me naked, but I don't necessarily think that that's like physically naked. I think that's seeing the true me. Like that's, and like the only time that they could ever have like real conversations was probably when they were drunk. You know, like that's when like, people actually like either they want to talk to you, but like it really kind of depends. Sad.
Try to turn myself into for you. Someone who didn't mind the push, pull, part of games. Someone who wasn't always crying on the journey back. Someone who didn't feel the low blows either way. But I was waiting for you when all along it was you with the countdown kill switch, and it was me with the blindfold on. I was trying my best, and that's the thing I tell the mirror. I was in love with the thought that we were.
I gotta say, like, this is such a Sleep Token song in the same vein that it's not a Sleep Token song. I love it. I'm loving the song so I love it a lot. It's just so divergent. It's not what they typically do, and I'm okay with that. I love experimentation. That's why I love Sleep Token so much. My sound is all over the place with what I like to listen to personally, but I just was not expecting this. And I said it at the beginning of this video that I started. There's one thing you know about Sleep Token, you never know what you're gonna get. There's the Sleep Token we know. Yes. I gotta say, I'm hoping I got back to the right part for it. I'm just gonna go back in another 5 seconds. But no truer words have ever been said.
Good for your heart. Might not be good for my head.
Preach.
This time
Preach.
might not be never in the end. Do you wanna hurt me? Do you wanna hurt me? 'Cause nobody hurts me better. Do you wanna hurt me? Do you wanna hurt me? 'Cause nobody hurts me better.
Ooh. Oh. Some like screaming in the background almost. Some moaning, yeah. I stand by what I said. This is so not, but yes, it is at the same time a Sleep Token song. God damn. God damn. Okay. A little bit of trap.
Put it down like a smoke. We used to be a team, now we let each other go. Cigarette, I still cling to my clothes. I don't wanna stick around, I just wanna let you know. Keep it like a dream, put it down like a smoke. We used to be a
Okay.
team, now we let each other go. Cigarette, I still cling to my clothes. I don't wanna stick around.
This has got to be my favorite song on the album.
Keep it like a dream, put it down like a smoke. We used to be a team, now we let each other go. Cigarette, I still cling to my clothes. I don't wanna stick around, I just wanna let you know. Keep it like a dream, put it down like a smoke. We used to be a team, now we let each other go. Cigarette, I still cling to my clothes. I don't wanna stick around. No one's gonna save me from your memories. Nothing to
Okay.
lose, but I would have given anything to get closer to you and all your enemies. I've got a few of my own, and this bone didn't come with a gun, so I got a different energy. Still see you when the lights get low. I still hear you when I'm on my own. The parasites in the nightmares calling my name like this one's for you and your problems. Your good day job, your bad karma. What are you afraid of? The same trauma. Show me what you're made of. 'Cause you talk about your constant.
Bro. I don't even know what song I'm listening to anymore. I love it. Yo, let's run this back.
Still here when I'm on my own. The parasites in the nightmares calling my name like this one's for you and your problems. Your good day job, your bad karma. What are you afraid of? The same trauma. Show me what you're made of. 'Cause you talk about your constant pain like I ain't got none. And I've learned to live beside it. And even though it's over now, I will always be reminded.
damn. I just this is why I love Sleep Token. A round of applause, please. Fucking chef's kiss. Fuck, that's good. I'm gonna be struggling not to keep this song on repeat compared to the others. I don't even care. I might just listen to it for like 8 hours straight. The final song, Infinite Bass, while we're drinking my infinity. Let's pour another one. A little bit too much. Oh well.
When you plucked me from the grotto, sound like a supermodel. When I would wake in staccato, no lightning in a bottle, just one eye on the target and 2 bricks on the throttle. I know now that even if I am frozen, timeless as a ghost in my nightmares of the ocean, the precipice I'm approaching, well, you will empty the darkness, you will keep me in motion. I know now.
Ooh, I hate to do it right there. Because I really want to keep listening. But I'm really loving this. That sound is good. And like these lyrics are just, it's just, they're good. I take back on what I was talking about earlier on how I felt like the lyrics weren't standing up. And I know the song that when I was talking about it was reaching out to, like, I'm gonna reference Higher on that because there's any lyric on their second album, hands down. But I'm eating my words. You know, you get a little bit of like a snippet of an album, a little bit of teasers, some singles, and this is just great. You know, that even if I'm frozen, timeless as a ghost in my nightmares of the ocean, the precipice I'm approaching. Sorry, I'm kind of tipsy right now. The precipice I'm approaching, well, you will empty the darkness, you will keep me in motion, I know now. And it's just, brother, you need some therapy. You need some you need some therapy, dude. Cause goddamn, I think I've said that several times throughout this album so far. He's gotten to the point where he was reaching the light, the hope, the aspirations, and he's being drawn back in. And obviously, you know, the toxic relationship that is sleep is always going to remain. And there's plenty of other things that like going to fuel into like sadness and depression. But he knows like you're gonna like completely, you are the darkness that's, you know, that's what's you're gonna pull from me, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I know I'm gonna keep doing it. Brother, you're in love with toxic relationships. Are we all?
Washing over me, yeah.
gotta say, it's almost like they're. If you've been in a bathhouse before, where, or even a bathroom where there's like this echo, and I really feel like the change over from the previous part of the song into the chorus, the verse 2 to chorus, um, it has like this echo reminiscent almost of a bathhouse before they go into like infinite. You know, let's see if I can find it. This echo. I know it's auto-tuned, but still. Damn. I have to see how this progresses. There it is again. Silence. Deafening. These drum fills. Wow. It's just there. I I love, but I hate being speechless because I feel like I have so many words to say and not enough time. It's just wow. It's so good. Like, I feel like he's almost calling back to where they were at previously. Like, in my, I'm gonna get into what my mind makes sense, even though it could probably be like a long tangent. Is that like the 3 albums prior to this were air, water, earth. You know, there's a lot of references to air, like, you know, levitation, blah blah blah. And then you have This Place Will Be Your Tomb, which is clearly water, like drowning, and like, well, insert numerous songs that reference liquid. And then Taking Back to Eden, which represents earth or sentiment. Um, and then here in Arcadia, where it's just like there's like chaos and peace at the same time. Like, you know, heaven is also hell is what I kind of feel like is the crux of this story, um which seems to be like a difficult dilemma. um and this is the same thing in one of the lyrics in verse 3 where he goes, when the silence is deafening, right? Silence typically should be peace, but deafening, like angry, loud, chaos. That's also kind of like what hell. It's like it's contradictory terms, right? And but the fact that they're here at the place that they've gone to, they're not leaving. They're still trying, and um, it's even though it's fuck, it's so depressing. My horizon is fleeting. I'm so tired inside that like nothing could. He said I could sleep through a landslide. Like nothing could wake me up. But they're here and they're not leaving. And I think I we're only halfway through this song. I didn't realize this was. I love long songs. Sleep Token's a band that can play a song for like 3 hours and you'd be like, wow, dude, that was like 5 minutes of my life. And just wow. Okay. I gotta get through this. The water drips. Okay. Some kind of like Jimmy solos here. Jimi Hendrix. What is this? Dude, I was not expecting some drum and bass sounds. I love drum. Okay, I'm a big fan of EDM, and I probably won't do any EDM videos just because, like, I just think that's going to be like a difficult thing to kind of like react or listen to and enjoy. I love drum and bass. And I'm fairly positive, too, as referenced in his video on Drumeo about how he takes inspiration from drum and bass, and hearing it like this call of like just drifting in and then coming back into this drum and bass. Wow. Yes. Less drums, more and bass, but okay. I gotta say, they knew this is like the reverse of the summoning, where like, I mean, that had like more of like a jazzy beat in the beginning, whereas like that was like a completely different song in the end and the beginning, versus this is the exact same. It's a very different song from the end to the beginning, except for summoning was very, very, parts of it were hard, where this is really hard at the end. And I really, I think that's good. It's the same lyrics, so that's like the crazy part of it. It's the same. That's why I'm referencing it in the same vein as like as the summoning, is where they took the same lyrics from the beginning, where it was very heavy, and turned it into this like more of a jazzy feel. They're the same lyrics. It's the same song in a completely different sound. Whereas this is the exact same lyrics. Um, like, like, fuck. I, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back at least. I don't know how long that is. Like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. I love when Sleep Token gets heavy. I love when they get soft. I love all of it. This just makes me want to be in a mosh pit and just be like, rolling. Just. Fucking. This is so good. Like, it's not like out there or anything like that. But it's so good. And you know what I really appreciate is the amount of callbacks to like previous songs and across their albums, and even within their own albums, and they do it consistently in every single album, and this song is no exception. And like, I'm not gonna run it back because it was just like heavy screaming. Plus, that was a very long breakdown. I couldn't even point back to what time they were saying these words, but this song ends with the beginning song's lyrics of "Will you halt this eclipse in me?" It's so simple, but I just really don't feel like bands or artists these days are really showing that much attention to their lyrics. They're just trying to play whatever captures people's attention. And I think that there are songs on this album that do that. That grab people's attention is what I'm saying. This is a great intro into just like love or hate Sleep Token. There's so many metal bands that have amazing lyrics, and there's just such great sound that I think people have this stigma behind of what metal music is, and it's just not that. Like there's so many good bands. Lorna Shore can make me cry, even through all the pig squealing and all the other. Just listen. Anyways, that's a completely separate conversation. We're talking about Sleep Token right now. Teeth of God, blood of man, I will be what I am. Like that's pretty metal. This is a pretty metal, at least the end of it was a pretty metal like Sleep Token song. But I have a feeling that some people are still gonna be Sleep Token haters. I don't care. This is I think fantastic album. Amazing album. I want to give it 5 out of 5. I really think if I stay true to myself, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. Cuz I never want to subscribe to perfection. I never want to hold something to a standard of what is perfection. But this is damn good. I think I need some more listens to this album. You can't definitively say this is like your favorite album after like one single listen through. So I know that I said that I don't like to give fives, and I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. I'm gonna walk that shit back. Wrong. It's a 5 out of 5. I don't care. I've listened to the album probably like 4 or 5 times now. Where do I find the time? I don't know. I slip it in. But damn, masterpiece of an album. I don't care. I love it. I am gonna be obsessed with this, and I still think "This Place Will Be Your Tomb" is my favorite album. It wasn't at first. I think the more that I listen to, that's definitely my favorite album from Sleep Token so far. That being said, uh, Take Me Back to Eden certainly has a very, very, very special place in my heart. I think I think Take Me Back to Eden and this album are masterpieces. I think every single one of their albums are masterpieces. I think they're just continually um evolving their craft, and they got very experimental on this album with just sound, and I really feel that that might be more due to the change in record labels. But I regardless if they like, that's kind of been a theme for across their albums, and then I hope that continues. I want to see more evolution. I want to see them make more albums at a time at a given point where like it's not causing undue stress, because he's clear, they probably all are, but as a lyricist we're hearing directly the words from the mouth of the thoughts from Vessel. don't don't do it to the point where you're trying to appease us. I don't want that. um Make it in your own time. I think even though it took 2 years, right? 2023 was when the album dropped, I want to say. Yeah, 2023. Um, Almost exactly 2 years, actually, now that I think about it. Um, but bravo. I'm at like kind of like a loss for words. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be like rambling. But if you guys have sat through this entire listen through, let me know what you think. What song you guys really enjoyed. I'm gonna be diving deep into these songs myself personally. Like, I probably won't make a video individually for one of these songs. But I know that I could not sit through doing an individual song for this album because I I love them. I want to listen to the song, and I didn't want to listen to one song and have to wait until like the next day with just like the current schedule of my life. We all have lives. We're all people. But cheers to you guys. I hope you enjoyed this album as much as I did. A little bit of hiccup. This is a pretty strong bourbon. It's gotta be at least, I don't know. I don't know. It is a tasty bourbon. But damn. Got some hits. And I feel like that's pretty on trend for Sleep Token. But until next time, I hope you guys have a good one and stay classy.